So the next step for our high tunnel build is not the end walls, even though I still need to do that. More importantly is the water. We had to bring in a trencher because where we trenched, the ground is really hard, and I did not feel like trenching 300 feet with just a shovel. My goal is to get this line going to our well so that way we can have some water pressure out there. We also planted our food in here already, and we're planting more every single day. So it's very important that we get this trench done and piped in with water. So it's been about a week since we trenched our water line with a track loader. Look at this. I found a rug, an old rug in here. I already knew that there's going to be some places where I had to dig by hand. It's like a giant spring. I'm hoping that the sun would soften it up a little bit, straighten it out for us.
I don't know. It's kind of tangled a little bit. This is really hard. This is really hard. I think once you let go, it's going to snap back. It's coming behind you. So every time you move up, it's just curling up behind you. Unless I stand here and hold it down.
This is like a gag gift.
Yeah. We
need something to hold it down.
Yeah.
So we have these fabric landscape staples. Maybe that'll help. We just need something to hold it in place. Hopefully I don't have to use a hammer or anything. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. I just thought it was just going to roll right into this thing. Let's see. I feel like I need to find our rhythm here.
I need it. Can you hand me that piece? I could pull it for you. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, probably need higher boots for this. I'm getting dirt all in my boot. Feel like I'm wrestling with a snake. Yeah. That worked.
Yeah.
I think that's the trick. You got to get in the hole. You got to get in the hole with it. You got to manhandle it.
Oh, Jason, there's a pile of ants.
Pile of ants.
I think you leaned on it. You were like on it. Anyway, you were saying.
All
sorry.
right, pile of ants. Watch out for the ants. Well, that's about 80 feet. So we're using a 1 inch line, 1 inch PEX. There's many different ways to do this, but this is what I chose. Basically whatever my local hardware store had in stock. Just gotta hold it in place. This is the well where we're gonna hook into. Once you start stretching it out, it does stay pretty laid flat. It doesn't spring back. I think the trench helps with that. So that's about 100 feet. And they only come in 100-foot rolls, so we got to connect this one. Keep going. So these are all, I'm using these fittings. These are shark bite fittings. Slip that on. Need to open up all the way. Like, this is not working. Here. Squeeze it. There it is. My first crimp. Seems tight.
So are you gonna have to cut this?
Yes. We got a crossroads here. We need to put a T. That's coming from the hydrant there, coming up, and then this is going out. But we need to connect these two pipes together.
You got 2 building tips to share with the people. 1, keep a bucket for all your scraps and trash and all your tools. And 2, wear a shirt with pockets so you can put it in your front pocket. Keep your yard clean by throwing trash in the bucket when you're done.
2 pockets preferably. You need the big pockets. You can get deep in there. Ah! I'm just gonna get bit up, that's all there's to it. So I'd say this is a good technique right here. Best technique, tip of the day. You gotta get in there, you gotta get in the trench and just get dirty. You gotta get dirt in your shoe. You gotta get ants biting up your leg. All in.
You need to be one with nature.
Yep. One with nature. Just hopefully we don't see any snakes. So it has this little handle right here to help you get it started. I'm using it the wrong way.
That's helpful.
Like that.
You had to buy this shovel especially for this project?
Yeah.
There's a skinny shovel.
It just gets in there.
It's funny that they make a shovel that size.
I know. It could be a little wider.
Will we ever use that shovel again?
has one purpose, to dig trenches.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I don't have anything in that first bed, so you really need to be careful with it.
Okay.
Ooh, it fit.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't want to put a T here, but so just kind of curved it in. So that's about 320 feet trenched. Now, let's hook up to the well. So I've been well acquainted with my well and I over the last couple years. I have a pressure tank. I'm gonna tie into this. Since I'm at it, I think I'm gonna move this back because it doesn't need to be necessarily way out here. And then we're going down underneath, and then we're just headed out. And we're gonna put a shutoff valve on this, so that way you shut this off and it shuts off all the water out there, but it does not shut off the house water. I knew I turned it off. Gotta heat it up so you can take it off and put it on. We need a threaded connection because we're going from 3/4 inch to 1 inch PEX. That ends PEX, and then we're gonna screw that on. All right, let's turn this back on. So we have poly pipe 3/4 going into a 1 inch PEX. This is going to be the on-off switch for what we're about to do. Let's see. Yep. All right, so now this is the main. We're going to try to hook that up. Well, it's hooked up. I think before I put up the hydrants, we need to test it out first, make sure it's not leaking, and then also if there's any dirt that got in the line, that could flush that out also. Come on. First connection. I'm hearing it. We got water here. No drips. No drips. There's water. No drips on this one. There we go. There's water. Woo! We got water. That's looking good. Let's turn that off for now. It looks good, guys. I didn't see any leaks, and we have water coming out of all the spots. So now, next step is hydrants. We have these yard hydrant elbows that I'm going to use. You screw them on, and then you attach the PEX to that. This is what we're using for a hydrant. Frost-free. Typically, you can use a 5-gallon bucket. But we're going to use one of these because we need to add gravel in there because since this is a frost-free, there's a little hole that when you turn it off, the water drains, so that way this doesn't freeze up. There we go. Fill up this whole rock first. So we added some rock, filling that up. So that way that little pinhole, when it releases the water, it doesn't get clogged. And then T-post, I'm gonna strap this down so that way this is not all wobbly. Makes it a little bit more secure. We gotta fill in this hole. Looks pretty straight. All right, they're all set in place. We have the rock with the little bucket, T-posts. We're still putting a strap on this. Look at that. Water! Water! Woo! We got water! That's pretty good flow. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I feel like I struck gold. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if we can hook up some hoses to this and start watering. Luckily, I saved all my hoses from our first year here. You know, I think I have maybe 500 feet of hose. We're gonna use this outside hydrant for to water the garden. We have a bunch of potatoes that we planted and onions.
All right.
All right, you turn it on.
All right. Ready?
I hear it. I feel like this is a ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yeah.
There we go.
Woo!
We have water out here.
All right.
And it doesn't come in a bucket.
No, it's be so much easier for me. Actually, this row is the one that needs the water.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's really good. That's good. Maybe if we just had like a couple feet more.
This is what we really want to see.
Yes, this one.
Because I picture like these two hydrants plus this third one. I mean, you know, we've been using the rain collection system pretty much 100% of this whole place, and it works. So I'm picturing these hydrants, we're not going to use them very often, but it's good to have a main and then a backup to the backup. But this hydrant, I suspect we're going to be using most of all.
Yeah, because in here. Okay, here's the final test. Aim it over there. Alright.
There we go.
Woo!
Yeah. Little air.
Got it. A little air.
And then eventually I think we're gonna put a timer on this thing. So that's gonna help.
Wait.
and be more efficient.
Waiting for those peppers to pop up and then we're ready.
I'm still planning on saving water off of this high tunnel. Time will only tell how this is going to be. I feel like this is going to evolve over time, and then maybe even eventually adding on to it. But you know, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it does with our well. You know, so far I feel like the water pressure is pretty good. I can't believe we did it. So next step is we need to fill this in because I'm not seeing any leaks, and we need to fill in this dirt before it gets too hard and it'd be harder to fill in. When you start doing things the hard way, in which, you know, all of us you got to start somewhere, and whether that be bucketing water to our vegetables that we're trying to grow or our animals, and then when you've done that for many years, and then you put in something that's going to help, like this line, you really feel like oh my gosh, like huge weight off your shoulders, because you know the struggle, you know how it was. I'm just glad I was able to figure it out. But thank you guys for watching, and let's keep at it. Let's keep doing it. Hi, Biggs. What are you feeding it?
Some wheat. We grew some wheat. That's how good our grass is that we've been growing. We've been growing some wheat. Here.
Yeah, I'm purposely not mowing. We're just letting it go.
Look at this wheat. Isn't it so pretty? So pretty. So we're growing flax, wheat,